basically, for those that weren't here yesterday, GreenSpeak is just a lexicon of different words that are becoming popular in the green culture. Let's talk about the building. High-performance building actually has a definition now. We were involved with the High Performance Building Council, which ended up reporting to the High Performance Building Caucus, part of the Senate or House of Representatives. And this is the definition of a high-performance building. A building that integrates and optimizes on a life cycle basis all major high-performance attributes, including energy conservation, environment, safety, security, durability, accessibility, cost benefit, productivity, sustainability, functionality, and operational considerations. Now, if you think that that covered everything, they actually added some more stuff this year to include how pretty it looks. Aesthetics. Hey, they didn't have service in there either. So, yep, you know what? We're getting there slowly. But this gives you an indication of what the current government definition of a high-performance building is. And the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007 that was signed in December of last year is actually up for revision. There are 40 different versions of the new Energy Act being shuffled around up on the Hill. Everybody wants to do it. So let's talk about tight buildings. Back a few years ago, there was a lot of money that people could borrow for equity loans, and they remodeled their houses. I want to talk specifically about residential. So they would go out and take out an equity loan to remodel their house and to get it more energy efficient, because even back then we knew that the price of energy was going to start to go up, and we wanted to tighten our houses up. So after Mama got her cut for the kitchen remodel, we had enough money to do siding, insulation, right? We tightened up the windows. We got better windows. And that created a situation that we thought was great. We got this house tightened up. The problem is, very simply, when the siding guy came along and he said, Mr. Meyer, you got this 12 by 12 hole through the side of your house. What do you want me to do with it? And I go, oh my God, what's that there for? I'm not heating the outside. Cover it up. So here he goes with the styrofoam, and then he puts on the siding and covers up this 12 by 12 hole in the side of my house. Now, you HVAC water heater guys know exactly what he just did. He cut off the air source for the water heater and the furnace, right? Okay. Normally there would be infiltration air, uncontrolled air coming into the house. We all counted on that years ago. But I just got through tightening the house up. I mean, I even had them spray foam everything, and man, they were going crazy with caulk tubes. There is no way any air is going to get in or out of this house. It is so tight that when I slam the door, my ears pop. Okay. Remember Mama got her cut first, and she had the cabinets put in, and boy, she bought this new stove, and she's got a Gen Air now. And instead of having that interior air circulator over the stove, she's got a C-130 engine that goes to outside vent. She turns it on, I mean, things move in the house. What have we just created? A negative pressure situation in the house. Tight buildings, at first you say that's the good thing. But the bad news is that where do we get the makeup air now? Where do we get the replacement air when we turn on the bathroom fans? Where do we get all this air that we've taken for granted up to this point? So tight buildings probably need to be evaluated. Now, new construction, you've got the air intake and the exhaust built right into it, right? I mean, we've got this closed vent systems. But the old stuff is still pretty dangerous. We all know where the air comes down. It comes down from the vents. Now, if the water heater's not firing and the furnace isn't firing, okay, there it is. But what if it is? What do all those products of combustion do? They go back into the house. And that's not a good thing. You know, customers who die of carbon monoxide poisoning aren't real good repeat business. So tight buildings is a good thing, but evaluate it. When you as a contractor or you training the up-and-coming guys, tell them, you start looking as soon as you pull up in the curve. You start looking, you ask questions. Homeowners in particular are proud of their houses. Oh, did you just get this siding done? Oh, yeah, we had it all insulated. We had new windows put in. Listen to what they're telling you, because they're telling you what your problem is, why you have rollout, right? Okay, let's move along. And of course, as I said in the beginning, this is a taste of GreenSpeak, so you're going to find that maybe there's only one side in the subject, but you get the feeling of what GreenSpeak's all about. Let's talk about solar. One of the problems with solar is that when you use flat plate solar, you have only one angle, one perfect angle, 90-degree angle of incidence, okay? Solar tracking arrays basically take a flat plate and they follow the sun, okay? This is not something that I would recommend you do for your business as far as having it put in to reduce your electric bill, because those tracking arrays are pretty pricey. But they're very effective. And there are projects out in the Mojave that Jo Kearns can talk to you about, because she's involved, or she's aware of that, that this is how they do it. Okay, let's go on to something that's a little bit more at home. Building integrated photovoltaics. We all have seen buildings, skyscrapers, that have the reflective walls built in. They're very pretty. But why can't we make those into photovoltaic collectors? And this entire building, as you can see, the external is all PV. Why not? Now, we have PV and we have solar water heat. How about both at the same time? That's called photovoltaic thermal systems. As you can see with this, with these slides, if there is a shorthand version, I have it written there. Okay, so they're called PVTs.